Welcome back, everyone. We are now ending the retreat with our closing ceremony. We hope these last 2 days have been insightful and inspiring, filling you with renewed energy to continue walking the Bodhisattva path.
Yes, I feel as if my battery has been recharged. We have learned about Master's teachings through the stories of many volunteers and guest speakers, and how we can engage in spiritual cultivation through the 4-ingredient spiritual soup. Let's review one more time.
Thần thắng, 你们喝过吗？知止最大户啊，感恩最大贵，善解最大智，包容最大慧。所以呀，要富贵智慧呢，需要的知足感恩、善解、包容啊！假如我们每一个人素神汤真的喝足了，而且呢，可以改变自己的体质，时时知足，才不会呢开启了贪念哦。那一贪呢，就是落了陷阱哦。所以我们要支持人与人之间呐，要如何才能真正的和和互协呢？你有感恩心，人自然都会心合起来，人情合起来了，那我们呢就可以呢互爱，互爱呢才有力量啊！我们人人呢要珍惜人与人的感情哦，那是非常的宝贵啊！真的还要善解，才是真的有智慧的人哦。还要有包容，那包容呢，就是心要开阔，阔到什么程度呢？就是天下万物啦，我们的都把它一起包容起来。那就没有了爱恨情仇，就不会有了啦。这样的人世间呐，普天之下，不都是呢最祥和吗
？Contentment and gratitude cultivate blessings. Understanding and acceptance mitigate bad karma. Even though the world is full of afflictions, with the 4 ingredients, we will keep our minds clear and focused so that we can truly go among people and serve them.
When we practice the 4 ingredients in our daily life, we enrich our lives and open our hearts to form deep affinities with others. This will bring us great peace and joy. And if everyone can do this, we can live together in harmony and with respect.
As individuals, we are but a drop of water in this vast ocean. But by pulling together our limited abilities with great aspirations and great love, we can accomplish anything. This is how Tzu Chi has been able to carry out all 4 missions to alleviate suffering all over the world and inspire everyone to cultivate compassion and wisdom.
Let's hear about the reflections and aspirations from some of our attendees. Please welcome Alice Lin from Texas, Anna Hua from Miami, Vera Wu from New Jersey. Please.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Alice from Dallas. So I'll be sharing about how I came to know Tzu Chi. So about 2 to 3 years ago, I was looking for some volunteer opportunities, and I had these 2 friends who I really admired and respected, not only because they were very polite, but they were very compassionate. It was very distinctive. You could tell that they were different from other people in my college. And when they told me that they had some volunteer opportunities, I was like, yeah, I'll get into that. Count me in. And so I joined without knowing what Tsuchi was, and I volunteered with them for a very long time. And it wasn't until this retreat that I got the chance to understand the thought behind their actions, behind who they were and their lifestyle. And that's when I came to a greater understanding of who I want to be. When you see someone you admire and you respect, where does that admiration come from? It comes from wanting to be, wanting a certain trait of that person. The more we interact with others, the more we find out who we want to shape ourselves into and who we are as ourselves. And so, sorry. Thank you. Wait. So, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, through the lessons, I was able to understand their perspective, and that helps me shape my morals. And through shaping my morals, I can learn to better myself and grow from that. And I believe there's been an issue that a lot of people have discussed on how to make this community grow. I think the first step in trying to grow the community is growing ourselves into becoming what we believe in, or what you believe in, defining our morals and making it into, putting it into our lifestyle, because that's when it becomes apparent to yourself, to others, and that's when they come to admire you and want to know about you, want to be around you. And if other people want to be around you, then it's easier to become someone that you admire yourself. It's easier to become happy with yourself and enjoy yourself and like yourself. There's plenty of bad in the world, which means there's also plenty of people trying to do good. But what makes the people who are doing good different from one another is who they are while they're doing it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anna. I'm from Miami, Florida. I wanted to thank you, everyone, for being here, because I didn't realize what a task it would be to come, and I thought I was just coming, but there's so much more effort to put on a show like this. So I want to thank Emily for encouraging me, and I want to say thank you for everybody, the staff, for giving us a chance to listen. So I wanted to describe myself as a drop of water. I'm a mother of 2 children, 9 and 11. I have a desire for them to speak Chinese, so I took them to Shuqi because they have a great Chinese academy. And as a parent there, I was tasked to teach them one of the humanitarian courses. So my first course was actually on filial piety, which I looked up and thought the definition was obey your parents. And I was like, wow, I want to teach that. So, and then take care of them when they're older. So we had already been doing it, like going to the elderly nursing home. They are musical theater people, so they love to sing and dance. So we've been going for like 2 years, but until I read it. I didn't understand why we're going. So now we're much more mindful of why we're going. We're going to alleviate some of the loneliness at the nursing home, and to to help heal some of the suffering that might be there for the hour that we're entertaining them. The other lesson I was tasked to research and teach was the most impactful for me, and that was about environment. When I was doing my research, I found out that a tin can lasts 500 years on Earth. So, and a wine bottle will last 1,000 years. So I was telling everybody, like all my friends who probably didn't think about the environment until I started thinking about it, or maybe they knew but we didn't share. So we started to talk to each other about it. So I'm much more mindful now of why we're doing it. We need to share with the friends and family we have so we can make some changes. So when I thought about coming up to New Jersey, I had two goals in mind. One was to learn about Tzu Chi as a whole, because I only saw a part of it. And when I see this whole picture, and maybe this is not even the whole picture because there's Taiwan over there, I am so impressed with the people. I mean, I'm impressed by the TC babies because I know that my children are on the right path. If they could grow up to be like these children and adults, and who have these words coming out of their mouths and their thoughts are so pure, I would be proud. And I think all your parents should be proud. My second reason for being here was to help my own suffering, because as I'm learning more about the environment and I'm sharing with other people, and Emily recently told me that, did you know, out of all the water in the world, which Earth is made out of 70% water, there's really only 1% of fresh water that we're drinking, we're bathing, we're flushing our toilets, and we're cooking with it. There's only 1%. So I told this to my Madison, and she said that, you know, it's a little overwhelming for a little girl of 9. So then it made me sad, very overwhelmed. And you guys know the Matrix, right? It's kind of like I took a pill and I realized what we're really living in, which is, it's a world of suffering, and we have to wake up, and we have to wake up and realize that reality is coming close. And so it got me a little depressed. I have to say I gave up. I stopped recycling a little bit, because some of the things I recycled, I did it incorrectly. So it was commingled and everything was thrown out. Basically, I'm here and I realize that I'm part of this big pool, that my drop of water is part of you guys. And because I see what you guys are doing, I feel more empowered to keep going. And that, to me, has given me some power. I'm no longer so depressed. I'm generally a happy person, but I now can overcome my sadness, and I'm able to bring it back to my group. So I thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vera. I travel from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Well, I have to be honest today. I really like the soup at lunch. The pumpkin soup, it's so delicious. But you know what? It's actually, for the last 2.5 days, there's been a soup stewing in my mind. That's basically, I think I'm very thankful for the organizer, for the curriculum planning team, everyone for putting this amazing function together that let Tzu Chi value to be heard through by so many channels, and through hopefully spread out to more audience continuously. in the last 2 days, I came honestly with no expectation. Sorry. But especially by the moment I was contacted by my team leader, I didn't know at all, and I was able to meet all my amazing another 6 teammates that I was able to share a lot of my thoughts that I normally cannot, because I am honestly a very pretty closed up person. I contain a lot of my emotions just because my upbringing and through it just a lot of thoughts just came up that I cannot help myself to share with people. And at the same time, through all the discussion and group sharing moments, that I get to hear a lot of voices come from a different background, different age group, different language even, that really inspires me. All these like thought-provoking like activities make me just even more grateful for to be here. And then this weekend is especially, I feel even more, I feel like deeply grateful this weekend especially to be able to make it here, because this actually marks my 9-year anniversary move to the States. And then almost 6 years with Tsuji. I would have never thought of I would be here today after 9 years, like 9 years ago, with so many blissful people, my second family, to be here with me. And honestly, it's the last 2.5 days. The soup has been really filling that I demand a little bit digesting time and then hopefully take it to more exercise. And I would love to share this recipe with more and more people. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that beautiful performance. And we have more wonderful moments to share with everyone. Let's welcome to the stage Jimmy Lei from University of Maryland and Carol Wu from the Attendee Care team.
Wow, the stage is really big. My name is Jimmy, and I am from the University of Maryland. Yes, go Terps. Okay. So I was told I only have 3 minutes to share, so I'll try to make this a little brief. So today I wanted to share a bit about one of my first inspirations for joining TC and staying with Tzu Chi, and that is the beauty of Tzu Chi. So I remember going to my first conference, and I remember seeing all of the senior volunteers as well as the sigus and sibuos, and I was wondering why they were able to carry themselves with such grace and elegance. And this is a very unique perspective, but I believe that I also found beauty in all of the practices and mannerisms that we do. So for instance, walking meditation. And I was wondering, where does this beauty come from? And so through these past few conferences, as well as this one, I've learned that this beauty comes from an inner beauty that we get from cultivating the Dharma, from learning about the 4 spiritual ingredients, learning about all of the values of gratitude, respect, and love. Through cultivating these and by cultivating an inner beauty and having a beautiful heart and mind and soul, we are able to radiate this in our outward appearance. And so I really want to thank all of the sigus and sibuos for inspiring me and guiding me. And I hope that for all the Tzu Ching in the crowd, I hope we'll also continue to cultivate beautiful hearts. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carol. I currently live in Boston, but I'm actually originally from New Jersey, so I'm happy to be back home. Thanks. So I also was a Tzu Chi baby. I joined Tzu Chi when I was just 3 years old, when my parents joined the New Jersey Tzu Chi when it just became established. So I've been in Tzu Chi for over 20 years. I became a Tzu Sao, became a Tzu Ching alumni, and then just got certified this past November. Thank you. And throughout my 20 years of being within the New Jersey family, this is the very first time that I've heard and seen Tina Sugu, Debbie Sugu, and Leo Subo speak this much English. So can we please give them a round of applause? We all know their primary language is not English, so they were very, very brave to speak this much English, and it's truly inspiring because as a primarily speaking English individual, it inspires me to want to spread more about Tzu Chi using my English locally in Boston. So I really hope that when I go back to Boston, I can do just that and spread more Tzu Chi spirit locally using English to get more English volunteers. Also, it's been amazing seeing some familiar faces. I met some of you all as Tzu Chings a couple years ago through TCCA camps, but now you are no longer Tzu Ching, but you are wearing gray uniforms as alumni and are even training to be commissioners. So that is very, very inspiring to see because I see that there is a younger generation coming up and will be continuing to spread the Tzu Chi spirit. So I'm very, very grateful and very inspired by that. This camp, I've obviously been part of the ACT team alongside with James and brother Andrew, and I had the opportunity to work with the group leaders and some other volunteers that have witnessed that have said that they see a mini version of my mom. So if you don't know my mom, it's Wendy Sugu, the person you checked in with when you came to this retreat. But it's really inspiring to hear that because I look up to my mom a lot, obviously, and she's been a great mentor and role model, not just to me, but I'm sure a lot of volunteers here. So that inspires me to, when I go back to Boston, do the same thing and lead a good group of English speakers and broaden that group and make them even stronger. So that's all I have to share, but I hope all of you have learned at least one or two, three things from this retreat and can bring it back home locally so you can make the Tzu Chi family even bigger locally at your chapter. Thank you.
We thank everyone again for their sharings. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank once again all of you attendees for attending the retreat and the camp staff for making everything possible, and our guest speakers too.
Let's take a look back at all the moments we shared during this retreat.
我想放在这里。很重哦。我们应该是大概有200个人，连志工在内，所以我们就是要，今天是大清锤，我们要把所有东西洗干净，然后就拿200份需要用的东西出来。
洗完之后，然后今天来加装水，然后就把它放进去。
我很感恩有个机会，我来承担这个责任啦。但是我觉得最重要都是每一个人一起来做事，我们做得开开心心就好了。
难得啦，难得总会这次给我们新泽西分为一个因缘，让跟全美国的英文志工的师兄师姐们结缘。那我们当然慈济一家人都抱着很欢喜心，然后大家全部今天就在厨房做一个大扫除。
这一次的营队其实就是英语志工以外，其实也蛮多是年轻的，有慈青啊、慈青学长，所以给我们分会增加一点年轻的活力，很好。
Because you young people join the City the brand new, 师姑师伯 need you to support us, and we support you. Okay? So thank you so much. Thank you.
世纪路上我和你真心真意请相信，有缘千里先前，有心画个同心圆。世纪路上我和你真心真意请相信，有缘千里先前。
这一次的营队，大家学员是来吸收上人的法。我们主要的主题是以四神汤知足、感恩、善解、包容来讨论跟体会。
那客户组主要来自全美各地啊，有东岸、西岸、美中、美西，加上还有夏威夷的志工们。那总共呢约20几位啊，还有包括一些学长姐。
这个很 tricky， 所以我们每次要开会的时候要有好几个 time zone， 所以我们从 Hawaii 然后西岸也有，然后中部也有我们东岸也有。然后有时候我们还需要开会，因为有一些师姐师兄还在台湾，所以我们都需要考虑到这么多的 time zone， 所以我们常常蛮晚开会的。
Like every home, we have a few practices to pay respect.
Guide us with guiding principles and a direction for Tzu Chi.
Midwest region.
Work many years in Tzu Chi, and our hope is to bring this enrich my awakened heart from one person at a time.
We were there 5 times in Katrina, and it was in the morning, it was cold and freezing weather, so everybody came out and I was trying to introduce Tzu Ji.
And Tzu Ji method.
05's captain.
那课务组的所有成员都是学长姐啊，毕业的慈青或者是一些比较年轻的志工。那主要的用意就是希望这些运用这些在美国土生土长的年轻人，能够带来一些比较属于美国当地文化的课程内容跟互动方式。
You should be happy that you should be getting easy stuff, and people in Africa they don't get these stuff.
课务组跟staff 的团队都希望学员来之后可以不只是对上人的法更了解，而回到各社区，可以在他们的日常生活回去应用either in their daily life or at work, or 跟实际的志工互相彼此的关系都可以。
It's free. Free. I love free.
在美国新泽西所有的菩萨们，大家好。师父好。今天非常开心有这样因缘在云端上跟大家见面。那我在这边可以跟大家透过这样的一个时间点，然后跟大家一起互动。我想应该就是受惠来讲是真的不敢，因为我觉得很感恩的是多年来在全美这边，尤其是时光师姐跟一群菩萨们很用心的在带动英文志工的培训。
Cherishing our blessings, we give with gratitude. Cherishing ourselves, we pass on great love. With respecting our hearts, we make no distinctions. In a world of love, we are all as one. Fountains of thanks. Respects a boundless ocean of love. It strengthens life so there's no sorrow.
And Tzu Chi volunteers really show what they believe by their actions, by what they're doing. I was attracted and I thought, well, let me just do it. Let me just take refuge with Master. Let me learn what I can learn. Let me go on the path and I'll see where it leads. And, and I've been very happy.
You've already done to improve yourself, then you can really come to terms with yourself, and I think that's why learning how to be content is a good lifelong lesson.
I just tell myself, I will be master feet and hand and eyes.
So this is the first annual walkathon for Tzu Chi USA. So it's only really a little over a mile. It's a 1.2. It's not that long. If you complete all 8 slots on the front of your stamp card, that equates to 2K.
Alright, so are you guys ready for this walkathon?
For the translation, what we did was we actually gathered a big team of people that all contributed in different ways.
I feel like since Master already is included in the slogan,
we had a really good experience working with them, and because of that, we invited a lot of them back, and additionally, we had more people join us who had musical backgrounds as well.
Mountains of thanks, strings of respects, a boundless ocean of love. It strengthens life so there's no sorrow. 无量法门，悉现在。
to remember.
And I know you all want to know which group walked the most laps in the walkathon. So thank you all for participating in this year's walkathon. Everyone did an amazing job working with their teams to step for the Earth. Earth cards have been collected and stamps have been tallied. So are you all ready to hear this year's winners?
Let's invite Tina Shigu to the stage to present the awards to our top 3 teams. Are you guys ready?
Third place gifts this year have kindly been prepared by the New York region. Can we welcome to stage Group 9 leader?
Group 9, please come to collect your gifts. And our second place winners, Group 12. Congratulations to Group 12.
Last up, our first place winners. Our first place prizes have journeyed across the U.S. from headquarters, and these gifts were made in limited quantity and created especially for the walkathon.
Without further ado, can we please welcome to the stage our first place winners, Group 11. Congratulations again to all the group winners. Please hold on to the awards until after the closing ceremony. So now we'd like to invite Sister Stephanie again to make closing remarks for the retreat.
Aloha. I look at the gift yesterday about the walkathon. So what does walkathon means to us? What does it mean? Walking on the Bodhisattva path, right? So the walkathon is only that simple. Remind us, we're walking yesterday, whoever's won the prize, but we all won this prize because we want to go out and walk the path and make more, spread from one person at a time. We bring that 4 spiritual souls. What are the 4 spiritual souls? Let's hear it. Contentment, gratitude, understanding, acceptance. So, are you drinking these soups? Are you going to be drinking these soups to help ourselves? Yes, we are, right? So, without further ado, we have someone we call volunteer, global volunteer in command is coming to actually do the closing ceremony for us. But before he comes on, I just want to be very proud and share with him that all of us are learning these 4 things, the 4 spiritual souls, with the foundation on the great love. What are they? Again, let's say it out loud for him. The first one is? Next one? The third one? And the fourth one? Yes, the 4th spiritual soup. For yesterday, we talked about the walkathons, and we say the walkathon is not just yesterday. The walkathon, the walk on the Bodhisattva path, is going to last lifetime after lifetime. So Stephen Huang has been the mentor for many, many people in Tzu Chi. Some 20, almost 25 years, 24 years. For me. Not for him. So some 20-some years ago, he came to Hawaii, and I was so touched. The first time when I saw the master picture, I couldn't help but just keep crying. And early in the morning, I call people up and say, I got to talk to these people. I want to take them out to the best restaurant for a breakfast at the ocean. And it didn't happen because they asked me, do you want to do Tzu Chi? I didn't know what I was getting myself involved in. But and then they asked me, I said, don't ask me why I do it, but tell me how. And after 20 years, I'm still learning how. But you know why? On the Bodhisattva path, what's so great is that we have companion. And so all of us are that Bodhisattva companion. All of us going to go out and get more people to build this Bodhisattva family. So without further ado, the Global Volunteer Commander-in-Chief, Stephen Huang. Let's give him a big round.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, give me 20 minutes, okay? Actually, I'm very honored and very happy to be here to see our next generation and in our Tzu Chi future hope, okay? Excuse my lousy English, but I call it farmer's market English, okay? 菜英文，卖菜的英文 ，okay? But I hope you can understand me by listen carefully, okay? Actually, I come to this country in 1974, okay? As a law student, graduate after the military service. Then I fight for my career, try to earn a lot of money for my life. And then in 94, after 20 years, I'm very lucky I retire as some kind of lucky entrepreneur. I have enough money to support me to the end of my life, okay? But when you say, oh, come on, you say you can last your life to do Tzu Chi volunteers because you earn enough. I said, wait a minute. Not I earn enough. What is enough means? One master just say, what is the richest guy in the world? 知足，对不对？知足。So at that time, Musk asked me a personal question, because I'm kind of in and out in Hualien, masters aboard. Before, I kind of quietly sit beside him and listen to her teaching, but that day I keep going out to call. I keep going out to my partner. Master said, why are you so busy? I said, oh, sorry, I'm still trying to make some real estate money. Then Master asked me, I said, are you vegetarian? I said, yeah. I said, how about I give you 500 NT a day? Is that enough? 2 seconds, I reply. I said, yes, I still can have 260 change. Because each meal costs me 80 NT by weight, right? 80 NT. So 240, I have 260 in change. Then my personal teaching is here. If you are enough, why are you still so busy for? 你够了，你还在忙什么? If you are enough, why are you still busy for? So I keep thinking. When my company ready to go public in Wall Street, so I decided to not to go to public. Because once you go public, you cannot do things freely. So I sold my share to my Jewish partner. Then I become a free man. And after so many years, today, 2019, age 72, I'm still alive here, still running around. Went to Mozambique 3 times. Actually, I should be in Mozambique now. But why I'm here? Because I try to meet you. I have a team. My team is in Mozambique right now. Try to help the Mozambicans after the Idai, hurricanes that build houses, villages, and the schools. But why I'm here? Because karma bring me here. Because we have a center in Manhattan. Right now is remodeling. The address is 229 East 60th Street. Okay, when you go down from the Queensboro Bridge, our building is right on the right-hand side. And thanks to everybody's blessing and master's blessing, we own the building now, 229 East 60th Street. So in the center of the world, okay, now we have a Tzu Chi center for compassionate relief. This name was named by an American who is the husband of Peggy Shen, okay, Katie's sister. He is American. So after so many names, in right English, we call it Tzu Chi Center for Compassionate Relief. Because about 30 years ago, Buddhist Tzu Chi Compassion Relief Foundation, okay, or Buddhist Compassion Relief Tzu Chi Foundation was our name in the first place in English. What is compassion? What is relief? Everybody should know that by now. So sometimes we explain what is Tzu Chi means It's Buddhism in action. Action. Okay, so I just kind of a touch about this morning to a few of our head or leaders in this group. I said, in the future, if Tzu Chi USA want to survive forever, we need two things. Very practically, we need two things. One is good people, talented good people. Two is enough funds. So 人才跟钱财, okay? People and money. Without that, very hard to survive. Now, Master Cheng Yen is still in Taiwan. We can get the support, 120% support or 200% support from headquarters in Taiwan. But how about in the future? Let's say for New Jersey, okay? Such a big building here, a lot of maintenance cost. How about in Flushing? How about in Los Angeles? We have 108 acres campus. Okay, how about in Dallas, biggest church? How about in Hawaii? So many our real properties in the United States. So Master already give us a very good foundation. Now we have to build a high-rise building from the big solid foundation. But how? Again, people and money. How are we going to get people? I'm very glad to join here. You are all the people we need, okay? So that's what I told the leader this morning. Say, we are going to form some kind of Tzu Chi group, English speaking only, okay? From top to the end, to the bottom, from inside out, it's all English. So the Caucasian people or Hispanic people or any race, they can join us without any, oh, they are from Taiwan, oh, they are only Chinese ethnic group, right? Otherwise, Caucasian people or African American people, they won't walk in. Then we are limited. We are limited to only Oriental or Asian or Chinese, right? So even before, okay, a lot of us is from Taiwan. So even mainlanders, you know, Chinese, I say, oh, they are from Taiwan, or is not going to fit us. No, we have to change that. We have to change that. Now we are in the United States, okay? We have to respect the local culture, the local language, and the local laws. So Jack, please show the PowerPoint. Actually, it's a photo. I took a photo this morning about 4 o'clock in the morning. Because I tried to tell you the two, naturally I know we have a lady from Red Cross, right? And then I know you know these two organizations. Number one, Jack, where is the, over there? Can you see it? Salvation Army, okay? They have a 16, they have 16 areas they serve. But I keep looking at them. Seems, I don't know, okay, correct it or not, seems they don't have environmental protection program. But they have all kinds, Salvation Army. And Salvation Army been more than almost 200 or more than 200 years, 1856 or something. Salvation Army is a Christian-led charity organization. How can they survive so long and still growing? I want you to study, learn from them. How can we copy them to survive? Because they are Christian, we are Buddhist. But we are not only Buddhist. We welcome all kinds of religions to join us, okay? So Salvation Army is the one. And the second one is goodwill. Everyone know goodwill, right? You donate whatever you don't want to goodwill. And goodwill, again, Jack, make the, the goodwill, I think they have, you know, every year, okay, they get almost 5.6 billion revenues. 5.6 billion. You know, in 2018, okay, last year, how much the donation in the whole United States? Alex, 4100亿的英文是多少 ？441 billion, right? Yeah, 441 billion. Yeah. So many zeros, you know. And out of 441 billion, how much should you get? Although we do so many things. One Harvey spent $7 million. One New York, the disaster, what's that mean? Sandy, $11 million. Mexico, $7 million. Now we're building another 5.5 million schools. Haiti, $1.2 million. Tzu Chi spent so many millions of dollars, but every time we receive 50 cents. $1. 竹筒岁月 Bamboo Bank. Every time I say Bamboo Bank, make the hole bigger. Why you only leave it to coin? 洞大一点，是不是 make the hole bigger? So you can put paper bill in there. Don't just give me coin, right? You take bamboo. Anyway, it's joking. I'm joking. So why goodwill? Goodwill is almost like 100 years now. Okay, they do a great job. Goodwill. Okay, naturally Red Cross, but Red Cross is somehow semi-governmental, supporting organization. So these two organizations is right now is what I'm trying to copy. Okay. So all my young friends here, we need you, okay? But today, my last wording to you is I want me to be your witness. After 30 years of Tzu Chi experience, 30 years of my Tzu Chi career, there is no regrets at all. At the age 72 and 30 years in Tzu Chi, please follow Master's path, and please follow my path to follow Master's path. And Master is following Buddha's path. Okay? Please, this is the right way. And I'm just telling New York family members out there in Long Island, I tell them, yes, you do Tzu Chi not only charity. You do Tzu Chi is not only for Buddhism. You do Tzu Chi is not only for education. You do Tzu Chi not only for yourself, but you do Tzu Chi is for the world. And we are one family, okay? We are one family. When you say you're one family, you have to prove you're one family. No matter your background, your cultural background, or your language, your religions, or your skin color, okay? We are one family. So we need you, and we hope one day you can understand more of Tzu Chi culture or spirit. So spiritual-wise, I think we have to emphasize more of Buddha's teaching or Master's teaching. But practically, I like Stephanie or the leader of this group to design or create some of the program you can attractive to the young people. So sometimes we have a lot of requirement, right? Or uniform, the hairstyle, or vegetarian. A lot of people try to shy away. Oh, white pants. Why should I wear white pants? Oh. And then you cannot do that. You cannot do this. So sometimes the young people say, Uncle Huang, you ask us not to do that, not to do this, but you guys already enjoyed it in your life. Now we cannot do anything. But let me tell you, whatever I did wrong before, I have to pay for it. Okay? So don't copy my wrong path in the past. Copy a good one, a right one, okay? So that's why the other day I say, if you are married, anybody married here? Married, raise your hand. Okay, you have children? Raise your hand. You have grandchildren? Raise your hand. Yeah. Not too many, okay? First time, raise your hand. How about our seventh precept? 第七戒是什么? No gambling, right? Marriage is the biggest gamble in their life. How about have children? Continue to gamble. How come you know you have a good son or good daughter? Have grandson, grandchildren? Always gamble. until the day you die. So after I speech a couple years ago about this, so some Ziqing asked, hey, Uncle Wang, should I marry or not? If you want to marry, gamble right. Some you go to Las Vegas, right? You win some, you lose some. But at least you win 75%. You lose 25%, it's okay. But if you lose 75%, then you are a loser in your life. But by joining Tzu Chi, let me guarantee you, at least you win 75%.
Yay.
Right? So the wrong 25%, yes, we will accompany you and help you to become 100% right in your life. So don't ask me, should you marry or not? You yourself decided. So just like 30 years ago, I decide. I catch my karma with Master Cheng Yen. I joined this group. I never leave, although a lot of times I'm sad, I'm frustrated, anyway. But I'm still here because I have the teaching of Buddha and then I have the teaching of Master Cheng Yen, and I copy Master Cheng Yen at the age of 83. 31 days I accompanied him last month, okay? 156 times she listened to people talking about their stories. She still sit there very patiently from morning to the evening and very straight still on the seat. And then let me tell you another secret. 30 years I know Master Cheng Yen. 30 years, a lot of time I be accompany her. I never saw or see her yawning. Can you do that? 从来上来不打哈欠. Incredible, right? So when Wall Street Journal reporter asked me, what kind of person your master is? I said, she is an ordinary person, but somehow what she did is extraordinary. 她是非凡的，是这一个做事是，她是凡人。She cries, she laughs, she sleeps, she eats. But somehow what she did is extraordinary. Okay, so I say she is not an ordinary or normal Buddhist nun. She must come from upstairs. Okay? Some kind of Bodhisattva. Or, I don't know. Otherwise, okay, look at her health condition. At the age of 11, every day, she had to eat the heart problem medicine. But she's still living such a strong will daily life. So people worry about her health, about her date. I say, I never worry about Master Cheng Yen. I only worry about myself. Worry about Tzu Chi USA or worry about Tzu Chi World. I don't worry about Master Cheng Yen. She say, if you worry, don't do any good to me. But if you do good, raise up your wisdom life, do more Tzu Chi. That's, if you can do more Tzu Chi, that's what you should worry about. Can do or cannot do, that's what you worry about. So at the last, again, let's work together, okay? And I know the group of the leadership here had done a great job. But I just heard there's only one kid from Los Angeles, right? Or San Diego. Who is from Southern California? Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3? 4, okay. Thank you. California, Los Angeles is the headquarters of the United States. And only 4 nice young kids here. Whose responsibility is this?
Yours. Your responsibility.
So when Stephanie pointed at me, 4 fingers point back to her. It's our responsibility, right? Never say that's yours, that's his or hers. It's our responsibility because we are one family, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do it, okay? Get a good job done, and then that's not for Master Cheng Yen or not for other people, for ourselves, for our next generation or our earth. UNICEF, there is a plaque in the United Nations, okay? This earth is, we borrow from our children. So we should give back our children a nice, clean earth. We have to save our earth and save our next generation, because you are the next generation. You're going to come back, reincarnation. So when you come back, open up, I don't know where, okay? That's where you should be, where you want to go. Don't say United States. Maybe few years later, Africa is much better than America. You never know, right? So right now we try to turn Africans people's life to the better world for them. A master's will, okay? So let's walk together, hand to hand, heart to heart. With your will, with master's company, with everybody's will, we can do it. Okay? Have faith? Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
The Global Volunteer Commander-in-Chief. But before he goes, I want to test him a little bit, okay? I just want to present to him, because we talked about, when he talked about building a family. What do we mean by building a family? What kind of family we're building? A Bodhisattva family, right? When we talk about PUSA, what do we mean? Peace for USA and peace for the world.
Yes.
So what he's saying is that maybe there's Salvation Army, maybe there's other organizations that are good, but there's no Bodhisattva family like ours, right? Yes. So that's why we had to be, he said that I point at him. Actually, the other four is pointing at all of us. So let's be accountable. Let's build our Bodhisattva family. And thank you so much, Stephen Huang.
Welcome. Okay. Charge.
Thank you again to Stephen, Papa Stephen, as we like to affectionately call him, for taking time out of his busy schedule and sharing your words of wisdom and encouragement with all of us.
Before we leave today, we have a parting gift to remind you of our time together at this retreat and to help you continue learning. This gift we have here for everyone is the book, A Second and a Lifetime. It is a collection of Master's teachings discussing how to make the most of our lives. We hope that you can bring this book back to your region and take its words to heart.
Let's invite Papa Stephen and Sister Debbie on stage to present the camp gifts to everyone.
We will be going up by groups. Please follow directions from staff members. Group 1.
Cherishing our blessings, we give with gratitude. Cherishing ourselves, we pass on great love. With respecting our hearts, we make no distinctions. In a world of love, we are all as one.
Thank you. All right, everyone is back in their seats. We will now conclude the closing. Huh? Wait, but I think everyone has had enough.
But looks like you can have more soup, or maybe you could have more soup, or maybe you could have more soup.
Mom. But I think they had enough.
But the Bodhisattva path is long, and we all need the energy.
Yeah, I think they had enough. You all know Master's recipe for the 4-ingredient spiritual soup, right? What are they? Contentment, gratitude, understanding, acceptance.
Okay, so you do know all of them. Then I guess, but like, what do I do with all these leftovers?
Well, Mama Nicole, I think we can easily finish it off if we pack a little bit for everyone to take the soup home and share it with their friends and family. And if everyone shares, then together we can enrich our lives, awaken our hearts.
Okay, that's a good idea. Then I guess I'll go pack these so that you can take some on your trip home.
Remember to drink your spiritual soup.
Thank you. Hey, hold on. When is the next flight on Tsuji Airlines?
Well, Emily, our next flight is tentatively scheduled for October. This time we'll be traveling to Los Angeles for a national retreat. Stay tuned for more information from your local offices.
Thank you for flying with us. We hope you continue to travel with us along the Bodhisattva path. Now we will formally end the spiritual retreat with the 3 bows. Everyone, please stand. Palms together. First bow. Second bow. Third bow.
Thank you, everyone. Safe travels home, and we hope to see you again.
Let's bow. Bye.
All right, everyone. We have finally landed. I know everyone is very excited. We would like to invite you all to the tea break areas to take photos and finish our conversations. Exit by groups. Oh. Enrich your life. Okay, so I do have some logistical announcements for everyone. So if I could have your attention for just a few minutes. So first is, there actually is another session in here at 3 o'clock. So we are going to invite everyone to continue conversations in the tea break areas. Second is that if you requested transportation, please meet in the lobby at least 20 minutes before your time to leave the office. So for example, if your time to leave here from Tsuji, New Jersey is 3:30, we'd like to ask you to meet in the lobby downstairs by 3:10, right? Same thing for 2:30, meet at 2:10. Got it? Everyone? Okay, so we'd like to ask everyone to, you can continue to write gratitude cards outside in the tea break areas. Can we please all gather our things and then dismiss by group into the tea break areas? And departure times are posted in the TV if you need a reminder.